This new DC school commissioner, Michelle Rhee, I think she's clueless. Now, I hope that I have all the information and I haven't missed anything here. But she seemed to believe that the educational problems, it's with the teachers and some other irrelevant situations. Parents should get involved and all this dumb stuff. I see education problems are multifaceted. You have the students, you have the parents, you have the teachers, and you have the um, standardized tests, big shots. Now, because anytime you come with a reform that's going to cut up that standardized testing and them boys making them big billions a year, you're going to have a problem. They're going to make you look like if you're crazy, you're a criminal, you got to go. But can we have an improvement within the system today? And this is what she needs to be looking at. Can we still have standardized testing and still improve things? Maybe we can, because if you try it, you're going to be suicidal. But I'm not hear any of these reformers getting on the kids. No, in my stint as a substitute teacher, I know that these students have confessed that they don't study at all. I drive the school bus, I taught, so I know what's going on. They're riding on the bus to do stupidness. One day I was going on highway I-95 going south from I-10, and I was doing max speed limit, and somebody threw a metal object and hit the windscreen. Now, I thank God that it hadn't shattered because I don't know how it would have ended. Okay, and this is supposed to be a prestige school. I think it ranked within the first five in America. This is what the students doing. And so I went to substitute in these same schools. And I would take a little time out to give them a little pep talk to let them understand what reality is and compare what they're doing with overseas and give them a little perspective of how the international community is serious about education. They got rid of me. I don't care because, and I was getting, I was finding that I mean, you can't get nothing done. These students want to fight you. I'm afraid they might shoot me, or you feel them. The parents would come and carry on. Okay, so unless she's going to work with the students and let them start spending some time studying, it's a waste of time. I know in the British system we spend at least 20 to 30 hours a week studying apart from school, and plus you find time to read the newspaper and other things that are educational. Now, these parents and these students, they want to have time to have lunch and supper and sleep after and watch a movie and go to the beach and all this stuff. And they're fully engaged. They don't have time for anything else. And these students should be professional students. And while you're a student, this is all you do. You're a student, learning as much as you can. If your tours and everything's not adding to your education, then it's a waste of time. Okay? Um, so unless the student is going to make a move that they want to study, because see how you're going to base your criteria that a teacher is not performing. How can you teach a student and this student is not following up on the information? A week, the next day they forgot. So what you going to do? So we have this system where you're not going to be tested on the material. You can just be tested on playing some games. That's how it is. And so she has to also remember that how the enemy could knock off a superpower is through its educational system. If they could make everybody dumb, then you got it. So again, she's coming up against the enemy. Who is the enemy? Nobody knows. They don't know who the enemy is. So I find that basically she's trying to beat up these teachers and call them ineffective and all that is just not understanding the issue. So we have the indomitable um, standardized testing people. You have the students who are not serious and who are not spending time studying. And plus, we want to educate everybody when there's some people that have such a small intelligence or IQ or capacity that they should go straight on through our little system and then go to the farm and pick the corn and the tomatoes and the apples and the grapes. Okay, but we want to make these same people into big presidents and all that. Okay, big intellectual people, doctorate, you know. And every community you go in, you see people hanging out in the corner. They're not going to work on the farms because they feel that they have disability and they should go to university. But in the meantime, they're racking up some felonies and they're done. The parents are not encouraging the students to study. They got them into stupid stuff, dressing up fancy. School is just a show where they come to the best threads. I see some students, well, in my classes, and also walking on the road. They look so sexy, tight pants, you see all cut up, all the outside showing, all the rib showing, all the, so you can't be a good student when you're a clown. Studentship, good students are serious, respectful, respected, intelligent people who have a high self-esteem. No, not talking about being proud now and want to feel that you're special and better than everybody else, but a pride in the way they conduct themselves. They wear the pants down. They don't even take the books home. Just put in the locker. They're on the bus. They're trying to have sex on the bus. They're fighting on the bus. So, Mr. Rhee, I think that you might be a person that really, really wants to see things improve, but I think you're approaching it wrong. And I'm not saying the right to fire you. You probably need to sit down and think over this thing and see if you understand what the real problem is. And as I point out to you, students are not studying. We want to push through students who don't have abilities, and we want to blame the teachers. Mind you, some of them might be not doing the work. But then how can you say if the students are not studying, the teachers not doing the work? As long as they cover the material and explain it the best way they can. Hey, what else can you do? We've taken God out of schools, and it is God who would get down with an individual and tailor that lesson to that student. So you get them out. So now, poor teacher, the teacher can't do it. You can't reach every student. I mean, some are visual, some are kinesthetic, olfactory, all these very auditory. I mean, how are you going to do it? Okay, you're mostly teaching your domain, which might be visual. Teachers and professionals are usually visual. I don't know if she understands all that stuff, educational psychology and so on. And then, the standardized people. So there you go, Ms. Rhee. Review it carefully.